Welcome to a club for people who love good movies. Use the links in the description to navigate the list of films quickly.
Selfless. Billionaire industrialist Damien Hale is master of his universe until he encounters a foe that he can defeat, cancer. His only hope is a radical medical procedure called shedding, in which his consciousness is transferred to Hale's body. After the procedure, Damien, now called Edward, starts a new life in New Orleans, but he is plagued by disturbing images. When he delves into Edward's mysterious origin, he learns that some will kill to keep it secret.
Serendipity. On a magical night when they are in their 20s, Jonathan meets Sarah. He finds it love at first sight, but Sarah believes in destiny. After 10 years, the two, with 3,000 miles between them, must decide if fate wants them to be together again. When love feels like magic, it's called destiny. When destiny has a sense of humor, it is serendipity. Training Day. Police drama about a veteran officer who escorts a rookie on his first day with the left taught inner city narcotics unit. Training Day is a blistering action drama that asks the audience to decide what is necessary, what is heroic, and what crosses the line in the harrowing gray zone of lightning urban crime. Does law-abiding law enforcement come at the expense of justice and public safety? If so, do we demand safe streets at any cost?
Mulholland Drive. A dark-haired woman is left amnesiac after a car crash. She wanders the streets of Los Angeles in a daze before taking refuge in an apartment. There she is discovered by Betty, a wholesome Midwestern blonde who has come to the City of Angels, seeking fame as an actress. Together, the two attempt to solve the mystery of Rita's true identity. The story is set in dreamlike Los Angeles, spoiled neither by traffic jams nor smog.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. After a painful breakup, Clementine undergoes a procedure to erase memories of her former boyfriend Joel from her mind. When Joel discovers that Clementine is going to extremes to forget their relationship, he undergoes the same procedure and slowly begins to forget the woman that he loved. Directed by former music video director Michael Gondry, the visually arresting film explores the intricacy of relationships and the pain of loss.
American Gangster. Frank Lucas earns his living as a chauffeur to one of Harlem's leading mobsters. After his boss dies, Frank used his own ingenuity and strict business code to become one of the inner city's most powerful crime bosses. Meanwhile, veteran cop Rachel Roberts senses a change in the mob's power structure and looks for ways to bring his opponent to justice. Lucky Number Slevin. A case of mistaken identity lands Slevin into the middle of the war, being plotted by two of the city's most rival crime bosses, the Rabbi and the boss. Slevin is under constant surveillance by relentless detective Brikovsky as well as the infamous assassin Goodcat, and finds him held to hatch his own ingenious plot to get them before they get him.
The Department. South Boston cop Billy Costigan goes undercover to infiltrate the organization of gangland thief Frank Costello. As Bill gains the monster's trust, a career criminal named Colin Sullivan infiltrates the police department and reports on its activities to his syndicate bosses. When both organizations learn they have a mole in their midst, Billy and Colin must figure out each other's identities to save their own lives. Memento. Leonard is tracking down the man who raped and murdered his wife. The difficulty, however, of locating his wife's killer is compounded by the fact that he suffers from a rare, untreatable form of memory loss. Although he can recall details of life before his accident, Leonard cannot remember what happened 15 minutes ago, where he's going, or why. 7. When retiring police detective William Somerset Morgan Freeman tackles a final case with the aid of newly transferred David Mills, Brad Pitt, they discover a number of elaborate and grisly murders. They soon realize they are dealing with a serial killer, Kevin Spacey, who is targeting people he thinks represent one of the 7 deadly sins. Somerset also befriends Mills' wife, Tracy, Gwyneth Paltrow, who is pregnant and afraid